Hey guys, y'all gotta be quiet in here. Okay.
Hey, Lincoln, can you just talk about the impact that Ronnie Perkins or Ramondre Stevenson had in returning to the field tonight?
Yeah, they both had a big impact. I mean, they're two really, really good football players, and was great to have them back. It certainly was. It was didn't have the ability to plan for it a whole lot, but it was certainly great to have them back. Just and I think two quality players, but then just the emotional lift. Our team's very aware of what those guys along with Trajan have been through, and to get those two back on the field tonight was like I said, quality of player was great, but just the emotional lift for our team was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Lincoln, when did you find out that those two guys were going to be able to play? And just specifically about Ramondre, seemed to add I don't know if toughness is the right word, but a different element to the run game tonight, averaging, I think it was well over 7 yards of run until there at the very end.
We found out that both of them would play late yesterday evening, which was obviously was great to hear. So no, yeah, I remember Ramondre certainly had an impact. I mean all those guys had some nice plays, but adding a back of his caliber and that can break tackles and has had some pretty good experience here with our guys was huge, and so kind of gave us a little bit more of a kind of the full group that we've hoped to have, and they all those guys all did a great job.
Appreciate it, Lincoln.
Uh-huh.
Go better.
Sorry for just not having that game action for them to step in right away. I'm talking about Ronnie. They were just able to give them the game to do as well as they did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't hear you a whole lot. Yeah, it's about Ronnie and them doing well without.
You're,
They were
able to step in and do well. It's just a big impact.
Yeah, you're cutting out. I'll take a shot at it though. I think those guys did a good job. I mean, I think had to kind of scramble a plan up, and didn't want to overdo either one of them. But they're too many locked in kids. They've been preparing hard, and thought staffs on both sides had a good plan if they were able to play, and to not overdo them and use them at a few select times. And so, they did a good job. I mean, I'm sure there'll be many things we'll correct on tape, but those guys have played some ball, but and so that certainly helps. But it's it's certainly never easy when you've been out of the game or a true game as long as those guys have.
Lincoln, you mentioned the emotions. You mentioned the emotions of those guys coming back. What was the reaction from them and from the team when you told them that those two guys would be playing?
Yeah, we told them in the team meeting last night. Literally, we had only known for about 30 minutes, kind of our Friday night team meeting. We told them the team erupted. I mean, I thought they were going to tear the room in half, honestly. It was, they've witnessed it, firsthand. And so it was very, very emotional, not just those guys, really the entire team.
Lincoln, I'm wondering, did you notice Spencer, did he look more comfortable even than he usually does? I mean, he looked really, really in control tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, each game's its own game. I thought he did a good job settling in early, even when Tech had some momentum after the early score. I thought he was, really locked into the plan, and he threw the ball well. Wind was kind of a tricky wind tonight, which it always is here in Lubbock. It wasn't the easiest wind to throw in. You could see some of the balls die into it, and really some of the deep balls, kind of downwind really take off on guys. And I thought he really controlled the ball, threw it well, was patient, and I think a lot of that is due to how well our offensive line played. I mean, they absolutely controlled the front, and I think helped make Spencer comfortable.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
The season hasn't gone to plan, but look at things now. You don't control
just one game at a time right now. I mean, we're getting better as a team. I mean, again, like it's like when you guys have asked about playoffs in the previous years. I mean, I don't really care where we stand in the Big 12. I don't care where we stand in playoffs, anything like that. We're just trying to get better. And if you do that, things work out the way they're supposed to. And so we're getting better as a team. I'm most excited about that, the improvements we've made. I mean, you can, I think, really mark several games in a row right now where there's been very, very clear steps taken in a positive direction. I still don't feel like we're at our best. I mean, there's still so much to continue to improve on, which is exciting, and that's what's driven this team. And so key for us is we've got to have the same hunger and fight we did after a couple of those early setbacks that got us playing the way we are, have as of late. We got to keep that and keep just stay on our climb, man. We just got to continue to grind and stay on our climb.
Ronnie Carlson.
Sorry, Lincoln. Hey, the change in momentum that you guys were able to affect, it wasn't that long ago that we saw momentum swings really fail you guys in several instances. What does it say, and how proud are you to see this team evolve in a way that they can now come back from early momentum swings that go against them?
Yeah, it was good to honestly. I mean, we've had a decent amount of momentum in every game that we've played. Kind of referencing your question, I mean, I think for us to be able to sustain it as long as we did, I think was maybe the best part of this to me. You got on a run, things are going well, and then we were able to keep our foot on the gas. And then certainly, no doubt, like you referenced, you never take it for granted. Like I said here in Lubbock, when it's hard enough as it is, and when they've got some momentum early, it's not the way we didn't start the game the way that you draw it up, and that's been a little bit different recipe for us. So, no, I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about. We're just kind of a young team kind of growing up and getting better, and we still got a lot to figure out. Each week's still its own week, but you can see our the personality of us and the maturity of us, headed in a good direction right now.
Thanks.
Sorry. One question for Riley.
Yeah, Lincoln, you guys have talked about how close you guys have been to putting this all together and playing 11-man football. Is tonight about as close as you guys have been to playing 11-man football up to your standard?
Off the top of my head, it is. I mean, just again, considering circumstances. I mean, this team just beat a good West Virginia team here, just a week ago, and this place is always tough to play. And so yeah. I mean, I think there probably was. I'll be excited to go back and watch the tape. So excited about more 11-man football, and the results great. And there'll be a million things we got to correct before Kansas next week.